This is Daily Armenia, ＳիվիլNeթ's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. The opening of Armenia's border with Turkey is only a matter of time, Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan said today at the Paris Peace Forum, expressing confidence that the two countries are approaching a stage of full diplomatic relations and normal neighborly ties. I believe that moment is approaching, and it will come soon, though I can't say exactly when, Pashinyan said. His remarks echoed comments by Armenia's special envoy for dialogue with Turkey, Rubin, who told ＳիվiլNeթ yesterday that he hopes the border would open any day now. Armenia and Turkey have had no diplomatic relations since Armenia's independence in 1991, and their shared land border has remained closed since 1993, when Turkey shot it in support of Azerbaijan during the Karabakh conflict. Ankara has also long opposed Yerevan's efforts for international recognition of the Armenian genocide. The two countries appointed envoys in December 2021 to explore normalization. Although plans to reopen the long-shuttered border were announced almost 4 years ago, the issue never moved beyond talks. Torgom Asatryan, an Armenian mixed martial arts fighter, was sentenced by a Yerevan court yesterday to 5 years and 6 months in prison over his role in the mob beating of Ararat Mirzoyan, who was parliamentary speaker at the time and now serves as Armenia's foreign minister. Asatryan pleaded not guilty in court. According to the court ruling, he was among a group that attacked Mirzoyan during mass riots in central Yerevan in November 2020, a day after the end of the 44-day war in Nagorno-Karabakh. The unrest erupted in protest against the Moscow-brokered ceasefire agreement, which handed over several territories to Azerbaijan. Protesters stormed government and parliament buildings, accusing the country's leadership of capitulation. Mirzoyan was severely beaten by the crowd that day and hospitalized with serious injuries. Earlier in May, another participant in the same attack, Ararat Mirzoyan, received a 3.5-year sentence. Both men were initially charged with attempted murder, but the charges were later reclassified as violence during mass riots. Asatryan is a professional featherweight MMA fighter whose last recorded bout took place in September 2022 at the Georgian Fighting Championship, known as GFC. Armenia's decision to shorten the length of mandatory military service, approved by the country's government today, could signal a move toward a more modern and professional army, but only if backed by deeper structural reforms, according to Edward Arakelian of the Yerevan-based Regional Center for Democracy and Security, who spoke to СиվиլNeթ. Reducing the service term makes sense only if the training becomes more intensive and technologically oriented, Arakelian said. 18 months can be enough to prepare a capable soldier if the focus shifts from formal drills to combat readiness, drone operations, and modern battlefield skills. He added that shortening conscription should go hand in hand with expanding the number of contract soldiers and ensuring social guarantees for military personnel. Without seasoned sergeants, adequate pay, and housing for troops, this reform risks becoming a symbolic gesture rather than a real modernization effort, Arakelian concluded. And as always, please follow СивиլNeթ for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.